If you are ready to take your music licensing career to the next level and achieve a realistic goal for yourself within the next 60 days, you need to watch this video, okay? Starting on March 1st, I'm going to be launching my Sync 60 challenge. This is going to be a 60-day challenge where you set an achievable and realistic goal for yourself and then be held accountable to achieve that goal, okay? So perhaps you've been meaning to compose a full album, 10 tracks, 12 tracks, because you know that that's going to be the most likely way that you're going to get accepted by a library, is to have a full album ready to be exclusively licensed. Maybe you just need to really focus for the next 60 days on improving your mixing and mastering skills. Perhaps you need to learn your DAW a little better. Perhaps you're new to producing music and you need to really dedicate and focus on becoming more proficient at the DAW software, or maybe some plugins that you just acquired, and you really need to learn this stuff, okay? The beauty of this challenge is that you get to decide and insert your goal into it, okay? I don't decide that for you. You decide what you feel is the most useful thing that you can achieve in the next 60 days. So this is how it's going to work. Everybody can participate, okay? YouTube subscribers, you follow me on Facebook, Twitter, wherever you see this video and wherever you find out about this, I will absolutely be giving you guys weekly videos to encourage you and to try to keep you on track to hit your goals, okay? So starting next Friday on March 1st, once a week, I'm going to be releasing one new video detailing a specific skill set or group of skills that are valuable, and not just valuable, but crucial for the ability to be able to achieve and accomplish short-term goals, okay? For those of you that are not aware, maybe you're new to my channel, in order to create full-time income for yourself with music licensing, it doesn't obviously happen overnight, and it's not going to happen just because you knocked out one album, you know, this year. How it happens is that you set short-term goals for yourself throughout the course of the first couple of years of your career, okay? You need to basically knock out an album a month, or maybe an album every 2 months. You need to start reaching out to music libraries, secure a couple of contracts. And within all of these mini goals that you set for yourself, you have these timelines, you have these deadlines, and you hold yourself accountable, hopefully, to achieve those goals. And what happens is, as you stack up enough accomplishments, smaller accomplishments, which might not be, you know, long-term ones, but maybe 30 days, 60 days, maybe even 6 months, the more you stack up these small wins and these accomplishments that you get, that's when you suddenly start realizing, wow, I've built an entire career in this industry. I've built an entire catalog, and I have all these skills now to be able to become a professional and competitive producer in the sync licensing business. That's how success is achieved, okay? It doesn't happen overnight, and it's not handed to you. You definitely have to work at it. But the cool thing about the Sync 60 challenge is that I think accountability is one of the big things that's missing in many of your lives. You might give yourself these challenges. You might put these goals down and tell yourself, all right, I want to do this. But how many of you, be honest, don't achieve that goal and then don't really suffer any consequence for not achieving that goal, other than you might let yourself down a little bit? But let's be honest, most of us let ourselves off the hook. We say, well, I got busy that month, it didn't really work out, I'll get to it next month or maybe next year. And then, you know, you guys know the story. You know, every January 1st comes around and we always say, all right, this is the year I'm going to get serious about it. But usually it doesn't work out that way. And a lot of it has to do with there's no accountability, okay? So the big thing that I'm going to be baking into this 60-day challenge is accountability. Now, if you're a Sync Academy member, you're going to get extra features for this Sync 60 challenge. So right now what I'm doing is I'm building a mini course inside of the Sync Academy platform. And there's going to be a progress chart, okay? So basically, after I go through the first video, and everybody will see that, I'm going to basically show you guys and try to steer you in a direction of setting that goal for yourself, what can actually be achieved in 60 days. And then I'm going to talk to you about how you're actually going to schedule that out to make sure that every single week you're achieving your micro goals to meet the bigger goal, which is the 60-day goal that you set for yourself. And for Sync Academy members, you're going to be going into the platform and actually logging your weekly progress. First, you're going to map it all out, what each goal is for every single week. And at the end of that week, you're going to come in and there's a little column that says, did you accomplish this weekly goal? And guess what? All of us get to see that, okay? I get to see that. All of the other members get to see that. This is how we're going to hold each other accountable, okay? So if you're a Sync Academy member, do not participate unless you plan on actually going through and completing your goal. Because guess what? If you start for the first couple of weeks and then you kind of flake out, we can all see that. We're all going to be able to see that there's a couple of people that just got distracted and didn't even sign in and aren't even doing their goal anymore, okay? You can also post tracks for peer feedback and reviews and all that good stuff in Sync Academy. So there's a lot of stuff you can actually get when you join us on the platform. But even for everybody who's not in Sync Academy, I have some strategies and some things for you to do to hold yourself accountable and to basically, I'm going to call it creating carrots and sticks, right? When you have a carrot, it's that sort of positive achievement, and it's that reward, it's that bribe essentially that you want to give yourself for accomplishing the goal. But that's not the whole story. You need to also have the stick. You have to have the consequence. You have to have something that's going to hurt or sting or be embarrassing and not really feel that pleasant if you flake out and you don't hold, you don't get to where your goal was and you don't hold yourself accountable, okay? So this is a way to provide basically community accountability for all of us. So I know that, like, some producers will say, oh, I would just want to help everybody and we all want to support each other. But when it comes down to it, most producers, it bugs them when they see other people getting placements and other people getting accepted into the libraries and it's not happening for them. And I totally understand that. It's a human nature thing. But in this challenge, we are all on one team, okay? Everybody is here to encourage each other. Everybody is here to sort of push each other through moments of doubt and lack of motivation and uncertainty. We are absolutely doing this to make sure that we all achieve our individual goals, okay? That's what this is really all about. So if you're not into that and you're not into that team spirit, then yeah, you don't need to participate in this. But I think most of you guys watching this can understand and see what I'm trying to achieve here with this challenge. So stay tuned. Next Friday, like I said, coming up on March 1st, I'll post the first video. That will be the video that'll walk you through how to set that specific goal for yourself, how to make sure it's realistic, right? It's not, you're not going to the moon, you're not shooting for the moon when you know you can't actually get there in 60 days, right? And also I'm going to talk about scheduling that out to make sure that you're going to hit those smaller goals and get accountability, okay? Even if you're not in Sync Academy, there are ways that you can actually create accountability for yourself, and I'll talk about those strategies. So stay tuned. Sync 60 Challenge is coming next week.